Right, Narendra Modi's Russia visit that begins today. Prime Minister Modi has left for Moscow. He's currently en route. This is Prime Minister's first visit to Russia after the Ukraine-Russia war. Prime Minister will be landing in Moscow this evening and will head straight to a private dinner that's scheduled with President Vladimir Putin. The Prime Minister is also all set to lay wreath at the tomb of unknown soldiers in Kremlin during his visit. The meet is said to be a significant one as it focuses on strengthening bilateral ties between the two nations. Both the leaders will be discussing global security, a key focus with real-time payment mechanism, the use of RuPay cards in Russia and MIR cards in India.
Well, there were a lot of other issues I touched upon, but I don't want to preempt sort of this because, as you know, Prime Minister Modi is going to Moscow next week. In fact, yesterday evening, President Putin mentioned to me that he's looking forward very much to that visit. So I think preparations are underway. Obviously, our discussions contributed to it. But what will come out, you will have to wait till the visit is.
The traditional strategic ties between India and Russia, whether it's from the 1950s or the pact in 1971 or the Kargil conflict, Russia's always been a close friend of India. But now, in the field of critical technologies, in the field of defense, new technologies, how is this relationship being taken forward? Co-production, co-manufacturing, or the issue of space?
Today, India-Russia ties are characterized by a special and privileged strategic partnership that defines the contours of our cooperation and our interaction across a large number of issues and areas of mutual interest. Defense is, of course, an important part. We are doing co-production of a number of defense items, but also our relations have expanded in trade and investments. There are Indian investments in Russian energy sector. There are Russian investments in India, in energy, in railways, in defense co-production. I mentioned also steel. So these relations are expanding in trade and economic fields. We also have very close cooperation in scientific field, joint work between a number of Indian and Russian institutions. We have very active collaboration in cultural and academic educational fields. We have close people-to-people ties. So as I said, the overall framework for these multifaceted relationship today is the annual summit between the two leaders and the special and privileged strategic partnership that we have.
All right, let me quickly go across to Gaurav Sawant, who's currently in Moscow tracking developments right ahead of Prime Minister Modi's visit. Has spoken to some of the members of the Indian diaspora. Let's hear it.
Right behind me is the tomb of the unknown soldier here at the Kremlin in Moscow, Russia. The tomb of the unknown soldier. Those who made the supreme sacrifice of their lives fighting and stalling the advance of the German army in the Second World War between 1941 and 45 here. In fact, the legend is that the Russians had pulled back to an extent but stalled the German army right on the outskirts of Moscow, barely 41 kilometers away from Leningrad. And this is where a large number of Russian soldiers made the supreme sacrifice of their lives. What it says here is soul-stirring. Your name unknown, your deed immortal. In fact, when a couple gets married here in Moscow and in several parts of Russia, they actually come here to pay their respects, to pay homage to the unknown soldier. The belief is because the soldiers made the supreme sacrifice of their lives, that the next generation and future generations in Russia are able to live and carry forward their lives. This is truly a national pilgrimage site here in Russia. When any head of state and government, when they come here to Moscow, they first pay their respects, their homage at the tomb of the unknown soldier, and then the official visit starts. At the Kremlin in Moscow, Gaurav Sawant for India Today.
All right, let me quickly cut across to Gaurav Sawant, who joins us live right outside the hotel where Prime Minister Modi is going to be residing. 2 days of a bilateral meet with Russian President Putin. Gaurav, take us through what more do we know? We heard of the recent terror strike in Russia very recently. This seems to be one of the conversations on the agenda.
Terror does remain high on India-Russia engagement, but this engagement is far deeper. Do remember, this is an engagement that's been on since the 1950s. There was a treaty that India and Russia signed in 1971, which held India in good stead during the 1971 India-Pakistan conflict when Bangladesh was born, and that relationship has been altogether taken to a new level now in 2024. What makes this visit extremely crucial is the fact that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has made Russia the first country he visits for a bilateral summit after he's been re-elected for the third term. So this sends across a very big message to Russia. It sends across a very big message to this region, to NATO, to the rest of the world, that India and Russia remain very deep strategic partners, even as India's engagement with the West intensifies. So India, a strategic partner of the United States of America, continues to remain a strategic partner of Russia. The cooperation here, defense, of course, does remain the bedrock. Defense, and now add high-end technology to that cooperation, where India is also insisting not just on co-development but of co-manufacturing of military hardware in India. So Atmanirbhar Bharat project gets a boost. Trade remains extremely important. It's $65 billion worth of trade between India and Russia, but $60 billion in Russia's favor. The deficit is huge, given that crude oil and defense hardware, both extremely expensive, big ticket items that India procures, while exports to Russia remains at about $5 billion. The aim is to explore new avenues of Indian exports to Russia, both goods and services. Cooperation in the field of space, that's very big. Connectivity, not just the North-South corridor or the Chennai-Vladivostok corridor, but there are other corridors, and the Arctic Sea route, that is one area where India and Russia seem to want to cooperate even more. So many areas where India and Russia will cooperate. There's one issue, this Russia-Ukraine war, several Indians who were misled into joining Russia's war against Ukraine, that special operations against Ukraine. India wants our civilians back, and an effort is being made at every level, whether at the level of the Ministry of External Affairs, the ambassador, the government, or the Prime Minister now, to ensure those Indians are released as quickly as possible. So this is a relationship which both India and Russia will try to take forward to the next level. And place where I'm standing right now, you see Prime Minister Narendra Modi, a stage has been set up for the Prime Minister, and you look around, there'll be about 500 people here, Indian diaspora, who will listen to the Prime Minister when he talks about his vision for India-Russia relationship in his third term. So that is why this relationship, from people to people, government to government, business to business, it's an effort is to strengthen it at every level.
Right. Gaurav, it is, of course, interesting that Prime Minister Modi has chosen Russia to visit first for a bilateral talk as opposed to any other neighboring countries, which is tradition. Would you know if this is a well-thought-out plan? What more is the reasoning that may have gone behind?
That's a very interesting question, and this is a question that is extensively being put to India at various levels, that his first visit after being re-elected, his historic re-election for a consecutive third term, that visit is to Russia for a bilateral summit. Do remember, for a multilateral summit, he's already been to Italy. He's had a meeting with G7 leaders. So his engagement with G7 leaders, his multilateral engagements with the West, they continue. Bilateral engagements with the West continue. But it is not at the cost of a relationship that's been one, historic, two, traditional, three, held India in good stead. There's an old saying, a friend in need is a friend indeed. And Russia has been India's friend in need right throughout, from India's independence to that era of the 1950s, through 1971 conflict, through the Kargil conflict of 1999. Russia has always been with India. Remember, India's first astronaut or cosmonaut went through Russia. Our cosmonauts, or they're training here in Russia. So India's space program, India's defense program, India's energy requirements, about 35,000 Indian medical students study here in Russia. So the relationship between India and Russia remains extremely strong. So at a time when the West has been trying to isolate Russian President Putin, given Russia's special operations in Ukraine, at a time that a lot of sanctions have been imposed on Russia, and you do see the impact of those sanctions. Well, Moscow is extremely prosperous. Russia seems to be doing well. At the same time, no MasterCard works here, no Visa card works here. Internet is at times impacted. GPS is at times impacted because of drone operations. So in such a situation, when the Prime Minister of one of the world's most powerful economies and the world's most vibrant economy, when the head of that government comes to Russia, it sends out a very powerful signal to Russia, to this entire region, to NATO countries. And remember, NATO is also having a meeting, and a very crucial meeting right now. Very, very interesting.
Right. We're going to try and patch Gaurav on that, but it's Gaurav who spoke to some of the people, members of the Indian diaspora a little earlier. Of course, they're very excited to receive Prime Minister Modi. This is, in fact, what prevails in Russia at this point is a somber mood, considering there is an ongoing war with Ukraine. It is indeed refreshing for Indians as Prime Minister Modi is going to be visiting the nation. Here's what they had to say. Listen in.
भारतीय समुदाय को क्या उम्मीद है प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी से, क्योंकि वो भारतीय समुदाय को भी यहाँ संबोधित करेंगे?
देखिए, हम लोगों को बहुत उम्मीद है। सबसे बड़ी है जो हमारी जो आह्वान थी कि प्रधानमंत्री जी और पुतिन जी बैठ करके कम से कम रूपी रूबल ट्रेड पर एक बार बात करें, क्योंकि इसके बगैर जो है हमारा ट्रेड जो है रुका हुआ है। उसके बगैर कोई अच्छी तरीके से जो हम आगे कर सकते हैं, तो बड़े ट्रेड को बढ़ा सकते हैं, वो नहीं हो पा रहा है। और ये मुद्दा काफ़ी दिनों से बढ़ता चला जा रहा है। मेरे ख्याल से केवल मोदी जी और पुतिन ही इसको सॉल्व कर सकते हैं। अगर ये हो जाता है तो हमारा जो कल्चर भी बढ़ेगा, बिजनेस बढ़ेगी और सारी चीज़ें उसके साथ साथ चलेंगी, क्योंकि रूपी रूबल ट्रेड जरूरी है।
I'm very proud of it because I'm a yoga teacher, and it's connecting dancing, yoga, and when I can do something for make it responsible for the Indian people, for the Indian country, for me it's like I'm honored.
We are going to perform in front of Prime Minister, and it's a big honor for us. And we are going to perform our dance, which called Paripahi. We are going to perform, and we are really exciting about it, and we're waiting for applause and support from audience. I'm learning Kathak dance for maybe 7 years, and I'm happy that finally I can present this beautiful, my favorite art form in front of Narendra Modi, and I'm happy that this event is happening, that Narendra Modi is visiting Moscow, and it means that relationship between two my beloved countries are really strong.
Very auspicious, ऐसा privilege फील कर रहे हैं आजकल। ये इसमें क्या प्राइम मिनिस्टर का विजिट का लेके हम बहुत अच्छा प्रिपरेशन हो रहा है। कल्चरल का इवेंट, नॉट ओनली कुचिपुड़ी, सबके स्टाइल्स में हम एक 45 मिनट्स का प्रोग्राम कर रहे हैं। इसमें कुचिपुड़ी, कथक, ओडिसी, सबके स्टाइल्स भी एंड फोक डांसर्स भी, सब लोग बहुत एक्साइटेड है,
बहुत खुश है। हमारे पीएम जी यहाँ पे आ रहे हैं, विजिट है उनकी, तो हम सब लोग बहुत एक्साइटेड है। उसके लिए हमने प्रिपरेशन भी बहुत अच्छी की। हमारे सब रशियन जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं वो भी काफ़ी मेहनत करते हैं डांस में, वो डांस सीखा उन्होंने। तो हमने अभी शिव स्तुति सिखाई इनको, शिव स्तोत्रम सिखाया इनको, तो उस पर हम लोग मोदी जी के सामने अपने परफॉर्मेंस देंगे।
भारत की जो स्किल्ड वर्कफोर्स है उसके लिए आज की तारीख में रशिया में जो अपॉर्चुनिटीज है वो मेरे ख्याल से आज की तारीख में दुनिया में सबसे बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटीज है। रशिया को आज बेहद ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है स्किल्ड वर्कफोर्स की, और खुशी की बात यह है कि भारत में उसका बहुत बड़ा ब्लेसिंग है। मिलियन से हमारे पास जो हाईली स्किल्ड है, ये वो वर्कफोर्स है इंडिया की जिन्होंने पूरा गल्फ खड़ा कर दिया है।
We are very excited that the Prime Minister is coming. A lot of things have changed in terms of payments, in terms of trade between our countries. I would like to address about the trade, the payment issue that we are facing all. So I would like to propose kind of a set-off. For example, if one company is importing from Russia to India and one company is exporting from Russia to India, so these two trade can be set off internally.
Something has happened this time. I cannot tell you. The whole Russia is talking about is more exciting. You can say everybody's excited. Everybody knows about this thing. Russian media has been covering it very positively, and it's again the proud moment for the Russians because Prime Minister is coming for the first bilateral visit after his third time coming to the power. So it talks too much for Russia, and Russian sees this is one more milestone in their friendship.
हम तो बिल्कुल बहुत सालों से इंतजार कर रहे हैं कि माननीय हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी रसिया में आए। ये भारत और रसिया के बीच में और ज्यादा मधुरता लाएगा। वो यहाँ पे आएंगे तो हमें बहुत ज्यादा खुशी है कि हमारे प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी यहाँ पे आ रहे हैं, तो बहुत ज्यादा हम उनका वेट कर रहे हैं।
बहुत अच्छी बात होगी इंडिया और रशिया के रिलेशनशिप बढ़ाने के लिए, और काफी टाइम के बाद यहाँ पर उनका आना हुआ है। पहले कई सालों पहले वो आए थे, कोविड के पहले आए हुए थे। तो मुझे लगता है अभी इस वॉर सिचुएशन को लेके बहुत कुछ अच्छा ही, कुछ पॉजिटिव होने वाला है यूक्रेन और इसके वॉर को लेके।